Hi once again. To continue with my presentation, as I said, almost done. Almost done with all the effort that you made and that I made. So this time, I am now on the almost ending lectures of the methodology of research. And yet we will consider it as on the ending part, but still important in a research, because you cannot go on and proceed with any research without proper attachment. And this attachment is being seen and it is being indicated, as you could see in my presentations of the format of the research, in the sequence as well, the arrangement of the thesis. You cannot make the arrangement of the thesis if it is not yet fully done. Okay? So this arrangement, we have to consider ourselves and yourself as a researchers, that not simply finishing chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, it's almost done. In that part, if you do that, it is almost on a halfway, not totally perfect as 100%. As I said, if you will go and proceed with the research, repeating and repeating it again, that doing a research is time consuming, a lot effort to be considered, not to mention about the costing, expensive way. First and foremost, if you are doing a research, you have to computerize. In computerization, you have to show that every now and then to the person concerned, especially to your advisor, in order to check your output, your papers, your doings. Without checking by the advisors, you could not consider yourself that you are making the good quality research. Okay? And make sure, as I mentioned to you, in the arrangement of the thesis, it should be original. That's why we have this so-called certification of originality. What is originality, by the way? It is patent to yourself. It is the one you are, the author alone. It is not copied from any research finish. Normal the citation, normal to copy just a little, but not necessarily everything. And if you copy it, make sure I am mentioning it to you again. You cite that all in any you cite all the information gathered, and should be put it all in the references or in the bibliography rather, because if you will not be doing that, they might ask you that it's not, you are not the one, you are not the original who do that. So make it a point that the certification of originality, it is your first-hand doing research. Okay. So the contents of this is this one. The researchers hereby declare that this submission of their work, and to the best of their knowledge, it contains no material previously published or written by other people, nor material which to a substantial extent has been accepted for in award for any degree or diploma at UPSSB Molino or any other educational institution except where due acknowledgement is made in the thesis. Any condition made to the research by others is explicitly acknowledged in the thesis. The researchers also declare that the intellectual content of this thesis is the product of their own work, except to the extent that assistance from others in the project's design and conception or in style, presentation, and linguistic expression is greatly acknowledged. The researcher, conforming the name of the researchers, signed by the researcher. Let me explain further. It is very clear in the statement that the certification of originality, you are the alone person who made the research. Because, as stated here, says that the researchers hereby declare, I am declaring it by myself, or you yourself could declare it to yourself, that you submit your work with the best of our knowledge, with the best of your knowledge also, and with the best of my knowledge, that the contents of my research, no material published. So meaning, no materials, no research being published prior to my research, the same content of my research. Okay? I hope all of us understand what is the certification of originality. So in this matter, you have to acknowledge it to your own work. So, acknowledge yourself for publishing, for finishing, or for making a research of your own. Then, it's stated also here that there is no previously published. There is no other published research except your own research. Okay? And another stated here that a substantial extent, indicated here that it contains no material previously published or written by other people, nor material with substantial extent has been accepted. So meaning, there is no also award or any degree or diploma from the school where I gathered my respondents. The same research as I made. In any other educational institution also, you cannot find like my research as well. So, if you will be making your own research, make sure no such other duplicate, not copied. If there are copied only a part, it is cited properly in the references or bibliography, or it should be reflected in the related studies or review of related literature or studies. Okay, so that in that matter, we have to be guided by our doings on what is goes on. So here, any condition made to the research by others is explicitly acknowledged in this thesis. As I said, whatever copied, whatever being get any information, it should be acknowledged and it should be cited, because if you cannot make that, it is not a good and it's not a quality research, or in other words, you will be sued for that because you copied without their knowledge or without acknowledging anybody. So therefore, you must acknowledge so that no problem will arise in the future. Okay? I hope we understand each other. The researcher also declared that the intellectual content of this thesis is the product of their own work, except to the extent that assistance from others in the project design and conception or in style, presentation, and linguistic expression is greatly acknowledged. Okay? Therefore, we have one page which contains the acknowledgement. When we say about acknowledgement, there is stated there that you have to acknowledge intellectual contents of any thesis to make your product or to make your output a fruitful one. Say for example, if somebody financed your thesis or your research, you acknowledge it also. You have to write that in the acknowledgement document. And if others has other project or design which is included in this presentation or in your presentation, should also properly acknowledge. In other words, you will not quote as copied by everybody unless otherwise you done that research without copying. So, as I mentioned, that the researcher is, I am referring to myself, I am also referring to yourself. So we are the researchers. So, we have to sign for the conforming, that we are conforming is our work. So the name of the researcher, it should be in a capital letter, and above on that is your specimen signature. Okay? Okay. We understand already the certificate of originality. Now this time, your letter to the dean. Of course, this is the example of one of my students' letter to the dean. This letter is asking permission, as I mentioned, that if you will conduct your studies, you should ask permission, a letter to your respective head. I do not have letter to the respondent here because the respondent is the student itself, and the letters of the dean, the evidence that the dean itself has the knowledge that she is authorizing my group of students or the student to conduct a research in the college or in the university. So, you will also write that letter to the dean. Just in case it's not the dean of the head of the school, so anybody that would ask the authorizing person whom you're going to write a letter to him or to her. state here that you have to write the date. I am referring to present date, which is September 6, 2014. Whatever the date is, it is. But do not make it a point that the date that you will write is antedate. It should be before you conduct a study, you make a date, or you make a letter, not after the study. Okay? So, cited here is the name of the university. The name of the university in the campus, in the location as well. And it is being cited that the name is Dear Sir or Ma'am or Madam, it could be. Because sometimes we did not know who is this dean. It's either male or it's either female. So, it is the safest way to have the dean or ma'am. Then, greetings. You are make a greetings to him or to her, that you proceed with the statement. We the students, so I am referring to my group of students here. The students of the university, of course, the address, of course, would like to request from your good office to please allow us to gather some information in relation with our subject in marketing research, partial fulfillment of the requirements for the course. A Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in Marketing Management for the school year 2014 and 2015. So meaning, you state your intention, why you want to make a research and to conduct a research, so what you will do with this research, and it should be properly cited. Who are these students, by the way? As I go on with my presentation, you could know who will answer or who are the respondents. Okay? Oh, here. As I said, in connection with this. Okay? In connection with this, may the researchers request to be granted permission, be gather data, specifically the total number of college students from first year to fourth year major in marketing management as their subject for their study for our data gathering. Now, it's very clear here that the researchers are asking a permission that they should be granted to gather data, specifically the number of respondents that they want to get. They are referring to the first year and fourth year students. So it means group of students from first year, second year, third year, fourth year students, 4 levels, who are majoring in marketing management as their subject of study for our data gathering. So we could conduct studies on a certain student, provided it is only stated in this letter. They cannot give questionnaires to students who are in the different college, because they will not be entertained by the dean in the different college, because for that matter, they are not the one who is involved. So they have to divide themselves as the one who is responsible and involved for the answering of any questionnaires given to them. So all data gathered will be treated with utmost confidentiality. The researcher anticipates your favorable approval regarding the request. It is very clear here that all data gathered are being treated with utmost confidentiality. Now, my question. Why confidentiality? What is this for? For what reason it should be confidential? The very good reason to that is, what is the result of the survey? What is the answer of the survey? It should be kept only in the paper. So meaning, you do not disclose that, because if you will disclose that, or if you will open that to the public, the credibility of the respondents is destroyed. Why? Because the respondent itself trusted the researcher. The dean as well knows that it will be on the confidential matter, whatever the answer is. If you will disclose that, or if you will show that, or if you will tell somebody the results of the survey, it is not good. It is not totally good result, because next time when you do that, no one would like to answer your questionnaires. I hope that all of us knows and understand, because if ever you understand what I am asking or what I am telling you, you would appreciate it much. So again, you could do the research to any group, no problem. To any institution, no problem. To anybody, no problem. As long as you have to treat the result, or you have to treat whatever paper you get from them as their answer in a confidential matter, so that you could come out with good and quality research. So, as a researcher or yourself, you will anticipate that it would be approved by the dean, of course. Why the dean? Because in college, the dean is always be the head of the organization. You cannot go beyond the dean, because you belong to the certain college that the only dean can have that. Okay? So in this matter, I am telling you that whatever the result of the survey, you treat them in a confidential way, so that the next time you could go a long way in conducting any research you want to make. So on the ending of this, you have to say thank you. Thank you because the dean permit or sign it for you. Because if they will not sign it, if they will not say yes, you cannot go and proceed with your studies. So as I mentioned here, thank you and respectfully the name of student. If it is student, I am referring to only one student. But if there are group of students who conduct a research, it is students. In college, the research is done by group, not individual. Why? Because it is their first time to go with the research. This by group, the maximum groupings is 3 and the minimum is 1. Why we have to come out with 3 groups, 3 persons in a group? At first, consideration is research is expensive. If it is only done by one person, how could it be? Accommodate by him or by her of all the expenses if ever that he or she is only alone. That's why it is a practice in a university or colleges that research in college, part of the curriculum, in the subject, it should be done at least 3 persons in a group, so that it could be easier for the group of students to get an information to their respondents and to have additional expenses from the members. It is very hard for them if they are alone because all expenses they will shoulder. What if they do not have enough money for the research? Others would drop the subject because for them it's easier, it's very difficult to come out or to finish if it is alone. That's why the grouping is being recommended. But there are groups used to complain. There are riders in a group. Why riders? Because they only carry their name, but not the mental and physical doings involved. They are not helping in other way around. They will only contribute finances, but the finances is not sufficient to support everything. If you will work it as a team, as a group, you have to work that in all matters, aspects in your life. Because if you cannot do that, the research will not be possible to make that. There are also students who make that as by 2. So meaning, they will group themselves partners. And that part, they would lessen the expenses, of course, because it's work that by partner. And aside from being a partner, they could have an intellectual capacity to come out with a good research. But there are very few, or it is impossible to research alone. I am referring to college students. I am referring to any course doing research as a part of the curriculum that they have working that as a group. In other words, they have to group themselves into 3. But in the graduate school, it should be individual. Why individual? Because you are responsible enough you are the master's degree holder or masteral student. When you finish this research, you could go step higher to doctoral degree. In this doctoral degree, it's more complicated research that you will do. I am only teaching you the basic research that everybody could cope up, that everybody could make your own research after my lecture. I have only a little topic to discuss. After this presentation, the bibliography will come, in the last part of this is the curriculum vitae. The curriculum vitae that I am very much capable of doing a research, and aside from doing a research, teaching a research as well. So, as I mentioned to you, that this research, it should be done individual, alone, because you are a master degree student and a doctoral degree student. You only have to do here is consult your advisor. Ask a help from your advisor regarding the research. Okay, who is this advisor? The advisor should have a knowledge also to do research. In the advisor itself, they knows how to make research, because if they did not know how to make research, they are not the one you are looking for. I may become your advisor in the future if you want me. There is no such problem to contact me, because as on the last part, I will present to you my curriculum vitae. In this curriculum vitae, my information about myself, that if you want to become your advisor in the future, I am very willing to do that, and I am welcoming you all with an open arm. Okay? So as I mentioned to you, that it should be signed properly, and it should be cited properly by the proper name authority. So, whoever is the name of the dean, in your college or in your university that you are currently enrolled, you have to write the name and the designation. What is the name of this dean? Very important. They have to sign for that, because as I said, if no sign by the person indicated here, it is invalid. When I say it is a signed one, it should be a specimen signature. A specimen signature indicating that you have to personally sign that, so that it could become your document valid in good research. So, I am encouraging my dear students in the online to start making the research now. I am willing to help you. I am willing to be your advisor, but you start making your title of your studies. Because if you will contact me in the near future, you have to send me an email indicating your title and of course your identity. You have to send me also a curriculum vitae of yourself, so that I could know you better and I could help your title if your title is possible to become your title. I should base the title of you to your current status and work, if you are working, or master's, in what degree you are taking your master's. Because if you cannot do that, I cannot help you in other way around. I said, in helping you, you have also to help me. You give me information, that is. Because giving information, it is the best way that I am helping the students. I hope that all of us can understand. Okay? As I go on with the next presentation, you could see the sample of references. It's only the sample, but not totally bibliography. In a later part, I will show to you what I am explaining. Okay? Okay. In this matter, you will see the references. I said a while ago, almost done the research. The papers is almost totally, I think, 90%. If you are doing it, if you're writing it, you almost do that. And then, these references is the one who help you and guide you in your own doings of your research. Because without this, it could become nothing. Where can you get information? Because if you cannot give an information, it is not a research actually, because no information done. Here, as you could see, the so-called of references. In references, by the way, we have this so-called APA. In APA, we are following the standard, right? References should be APA standards. A stands for American, P stands for psychology, and A stands for association. The American Psychology Association, they have the standards of references or bibliography. In a later part, I will be showing to you the other references in my research. This is only a certain or a part, it's only a part, but not totally all the references. And I would like to let you know, more references is valid, and more references, it is a good research. Why good research? Because you conduct your studies and you read a lot of reading. It helps in your research. Okay, as I read and continue presenting to you, that you start with the A, which is the book. It is books, actually. Sorry for the commit letter S, and not included. Books. So books, I should put only the surname, which is Needham of 1996. The Koichi Shimizu of 2003. Jones and George of 2007. Crane and Massen 2007. Johnson and Schultz 2002. Calderon and Gonzalez of 1993. Calderon again and Gonzalez of 1993 on page 63. Oh, here. I would like to explain to you what I get from this book. Okay. To tell you, though the research is about accreditation, but this book is pertaining to customer relation. Why customer relation as part of the marketing? I told you before. In accreditation, the schools is applying for accreditation and it is being approved already and passed for the level 2 accreditation that the accreditation should pass the 9 areas. In these 9 areas, they have to consider these 9 areas and they pass it already. And this, I told you that my respondents as the students and the students of the university are the customer. And since this is the customers, this book has a relation with the marketing, the customer service. So, in this matter, not only book in accreditation, but book in marketing with customer relation, I could read a little so that any information can help in my studies. I hope you understand that. Okay? So, after the book, the published thesis. When we say about published thesis, unpublished thesis. This unpublished thesis, it is the thesis conducted by the group of students which is taking with the course of marketing students, and this is for Bachelor of Science in Business Administration Marketing. They conducted a study about the effects of the kitchen brigade system in selected food establishments in Alabang Town Center. Meaning, the marketing strategy or the kitchen brigade system, referring to why marketing. The brigade system is the one who cooks for the customers. Then, unpublished because it is in the library of the university. That I could get or I could read a little any information for this unpublished. When we say unpublished, it is in the library and it is the thesis of the undergraduate students or the marketing students, or it is not yet finished with the college, by the way. It is the undergraduate. Okay, online sources this time. In online sources, as you could see, you have to write in full, not totally marketing about only, as you could see here. http://marketing period about period com/cs/a/what is branding period htm. In the Google itself, you have to write it in full. You cannot get only branding. Or what is branding? What site are we referring? So, you write all and cited it all. And you will not only get one. As I said, the good research has more references. So, http://economic times period India times period com/definition/marketing mix. So as you could see, we have combination of the local and foreign online here. Because not only in the Philippines, but in the other countries, I could meet and I could see and I could read also. Then, http://note-period.com/notes-period.com/notes/marketing-mix-for pieces of marketing-mix-for This is called as the marketing mix. Marketing mix, there are four P's for marketing mix. The price, place, promotion, and product. So all of this, it is a marketing mix. So I searched that from the internet. Okay? And the last slide for this presentation is again, okay, as you could see, online sources again. In the online sources, there are a lot of internet information that I used to get from them. My question is to you, why I have internet connection and resources and information from them? It helps in a way. Why it helps? Because if we cannot go to the different libraries with the help of the online sources, we could know what is being indicated or what is the content of them. As you could see, the number one online sources here is Manager, period, retrieved from http://www.customer service manager period /15 principal -4 complete customer service period HTM. So here I am referring to the customer service manager. Why should I ask about the customer service manager? Because I told you it's only a little information that I get from here. But since the title of the study is about the accreditation, we have to follow this accreditation. It should be concerned about the students, because these students, they are the They are the respondents of my studies, and they are the one who is the customers of the university. Since they are the customers of the university, you cannot avoid them. We cannot neglect them. We will give priority to them, because whatever the outcome of the research or of this study, it makes a long way to the university. Or in other words, it benefits the university, it benefits the so-called stakeholders. And the different stakeholders are the one inside the school, the university, and even in the outside, they could also benefit to that. So in this matter, the customer service managers has an information that I should copy a little information and include that to my research. Because just in case I did not include any. It might that my research is not totally very good, but I could rather say it could help in all aspects. So, referring to the service manager, because the service managers, I could say, they are the one who is in charge about the customer. And then in the university, the customers are the students. So we will give the most of it to the students. In the marketing, saying that customer is a king, customer is a queen. And students, we could not tell them that they are the king and queen in the university, because we are doing our part as the professors, and the students could already absorb what are the good quality teachings we are providing them. Okay? The other online sources is http /answers.yahoo.com /question/index need equals 210033108491 V C F M V. So these online sources also help if we have question in Yahoo. Okay? Because the next is also the same, because there are times that if we are not satisfied with one site, we again type it in the same manner, so that we could know what we are looking for as the answer. Another is the .916 So here in this site, I used to see the blood spot for the week. So for the week of September, way back 2013, I used to see information that could add a little or could have a knowledge in my research. Another online sources is http LOA.TEEBIK.com/LP many queens sound period HTML. So this matter about looking for sounds on the marketing mix as the student's customer service manager. And I used to go with the other site, which is the http R-O period E-C-U, E. Edu. Edu stands for education. Period A-U. Plus C-G-I plus view, content. Period C-G-I. Question mark, article equals 1001. And content equals CDCO. So, based from the article published by this ECU education, it also give also a little information about customer service in marketing. As I proceed and as I continue with my presentation in the next chapter, I could rather say that in the next slide rather, that I would like to tell you the different books where the accreditations of my research came, and there are more online sources also. So the online sources that I showed to you in the other reference that I showed to you just now, these are the only additional information about the customer service or about marketing, customer relation, because the student is considered as the customer of the university. Without this student, the university will not go in a long way, because they are the one who give revenues, as I said before, profits the most to the university. So the more students, the more fruitful, the more happy. So as I said, you enjoy the research doing, because in making a research, you could become an author in the future. Who could tell? If you are the author, you can write books and then publish it. If the books are being used, you have additional income, because the more reader of the book, the more profit will go to you. So in other words, you are not the only who will benefit from the book by means of the profit, but even the one who is reading your book would also benefit to it, because I could rather say they could have an idea what have you been right to it. So I am referring it to you that you must start or do research. You are on ongoing research now, because as I said, I almost done with the research. Now I am on the references, bibliography. On my last presentation is my curriculum vitae, and hopefully you will enjoy making research or doing research, so that it could help you in your professional career, I should say, and you have an additional income wise, I should say also. So rather than get ready for any consequences of the research, because it would take time. It takes time, patience, and as I said, research is fun, learning, and more knowledge you could get from this research. So, once again, I will have another presentation, my last two presentations, important also, continuation of the bibliography, references, and the last part of that is my own curriculum detail that you could see how I am capable of doing this. So again, thank you and see you next slide in your presentation. Okay?